Hi everyone. So I'm happy to be back with a new video. Today I'll be reviewing my goals for 2023. My main languages for 2023 were German, Mandarin Chinese, Cantonese and Russian, and I also dabbled in a couple of other languages too. So let's start with German first. My goals for German were overcome the intermediate plateau, use more German in my day-to-day life, attend a pronunciation course and work through a German grammar book, and also to read 10 books in German. First goal is overcoming the intermediate plateau. I definitely feel that I overcame the intermediate plateau, especially in terms of comprehension. So in the summer of 2023, I attended a C1 language course, and I learned a lot and I thought it was extremely useful, and I can definitely say that my comprehension skills is probably at a C1 level. However, my speaking skills, I probably would say, I'm not really sure where I would place my speaking skills, but I definitely am not very confident when I speak German. However, my main setback is my lack of confidence and my general anxiety in speaking German, which makes it appear that my German is at a lower level. And that is something that I need to work on in 2024. In my 2023 video, I talked about the concept of language islands and developing fluency in my so-called language islands. In the first couple of weeks of 2023, I did actively try to improve my vocabulary and my fluency in my so-called language islands. So every week I chose a video connected to a theme or a topic that I am interested in, and I learned vocab connected to this topic. However, I still lost steam with it. I found it quite boring, to be honest, and it was, I think the problem is that it was too structured for me. So I think the idea is good, but I need to implement it in a better way. Using more German in my day-to-day life. That is definitely a goal that I 100% smashed. 100%. It was good. In my 2023 language video, I said that I didn't really have many friends that I could speak German with, but now at the end of 2023, I can finally say that I do have some friends that I can speak German with. Yay! I'm so happy. So I don't meet up with them very regularly, perhaps once a week or once every couple of weeks or so, but it is really nice that I do have some people that I can speak German with, so that's really nice. I am actively taking part in events that take place in German. For example, last week I went to a Lesung for this book here. So this book is Das Ende der Unsichtbarkeit, warum wir über anti-asiatischen Rassismus sprechen müssen. So I went to this Lesung here, and it was, I enjoyed it, I learned a lot, also met new people there too. For me, going to these events is extremely nerve-wracking, especially since I have some sort of social anxiety, and my social anxiety is worse when I have to speak German or any foreign language. Next is reading 10 books in German. I don't really know how many books I've read in German. I think it's about 5 or 6 or so. Can't quite remember when, but I think it's about April or so. I finally registered at the library. So I finally have a library card that I can take books out, and that has obviously helped me in achieving this goal. Definitely sign up to your library and get books out. Pronunciation course. So unfortunately I did not get very far at this at all. I didn't even sign up to one. So that is on the top of my list for 2024. Next is buy a grammar book and work your way through it. Yes, I finally did it. I finally have worked through a textbook. So I definitely recommend this textbook. Definitely recommend this textbook if you are learning German. Or no, it's not a textbook, it's a grammar book. So I definitely recommend this grammar book if you're learning German. I found the exercises very useful. It was also quite enjoyable, I would say. I can't believe I said grammar is enjoyable. I did actually enjoy learning grammar with this book. So 100% recommend it. And yeah, I'm super proud of myself that I managed to work through an actual grammar book and that I enjoyed it too, so yes. Next language is Mandarin Chinese. So my goals for Mandarin Chinese were overcome the intermediate plateau, revise traditional characters, watch more media in Chinese. Honestly speaking, I think I didn't really make much improvement in Mandarin Chinese. I think my level has more or less stayed the same. If anything, it's gotten worse. However, I have more confidence speaking Chinese. I think that's because I have some Chinese speaking friends here that I can speak Chinese to, and that has definitely helped. Unfortunately, like currently I'm in a sort of low mood with Chinese. I haven't really felt the motivation to study Chinese, especially after returning from a holiday in Taiwan. So I went to Taiwan in April. It was amazing. I absolutely love Taiwan. I think Taiwan is one of my most favorite countries, and what can I say about Taiwan? The people are so friendly, the food, really good. And generally, there's so much to do in Taiwan, there's so much to explore, and I can't wait to return. So before my trip to Taiwan, I was really motivated. I studied more Chinese, but now it's not really happening right now. Revising traditional characters. I didn't really revise that many traditional Chinese characters, I would say, but because I started learning Cantonese, I did learn more traditional Chinese. So that's like a half tick. Before my trip to Taiwan, I watched half a series in Chinese. I think it was a mainland China rom-com sort of a TV show. I didn't get very far with it, unfortunately. So also something I didn't really do. Then Cantonese. So for my Cantonese, I wanted to revive my Cantonese level. Did I do it? My Cantonese has definitely improved, so I'm really happy to say that. So my problem was that with Cantonese, I can understand a lot, but I can't really speak, and I also mix Cantonese and Mandarin together. But now I can say that I can hold a conversation in Cantonese, albeit a bit basic, but I can hold a conversation in Cantonese, and I no longer mix up as much Mandarin and Cantonese. So that's really, really good. However, my Cantonese hasn't yet reached the level that it was. Like my Cantonese was most fluent when I lived in Hong Kong. So it hasn't reached that level yet, but it has improved. So that's good, that's definitely a win for me. Russian. So I had really low goals. I basically didn't have any goals for Russian. My Russian goal was to maintain my Russian level. And yes, I definitely have maintained my Russian level, and I can even say that I improved it. Yay! Finally have a bit of motivation to study Russian. So I think at the beginning of the year, I thought that I won't have any motivation to study Russian because this year I didn't visit any Russian speaking countries, but it didn't matter. It was cool. So currently I'm in my little Russian phase, and I can notice some improvement, mainly with my speaking. My speaking is getting a bit better. I have still got so much to do for Russian. This journey is endless. I don't know when I'll ever reach a level that I can say, hey, I'm good, I can speak Russian, but I don't know when. I have no idea when that will be, but it is not there yet, but I'm making improvement, and that's the most important thing. And the dabbling languages. So I dabbled in quite a couple of languages in 2023. The first one was Italian. So I visited Italy in March, and it was so much, it was amazing. I had so much fun. Prior to my Italy trip, so I understand why people want to study Italian, but I never thought that I would want to study Italian. I thought I was more interested in perhaps Spanish or French, and not really Italian, to be honest. But when I visited Italy, it was completely different. I visited there, I was like, wow, I love it. I love Italian. It sounds so beautiful, and the country itself is fascinating, and I really want to visit again. And I really want to improve my Italian, but I only studied Italian for 3 weeks or so, and it was a lot of fun. So Italian, that's a tick for me. I also dabbled in Japanese in the summer. I had the greatest time with Japanese. So Japanese is a language that is very close to my heart. I think it's a similar story for many Japanese learners. So I watched a lot of anime when I was younger. So I've always wanted to study Japanese. I wanted to live in Japan one day. I still want to do that. Perhaps I will do that one day. And so it was nice to just dabble in a language for fun and to not learn something so seriously. And hopefully I'll get back to it soon. I also dabbled in Polish. So I visited Poznan in, what was it, last month. I live in Berlin, so it's only two and a half hours away from Berlin. And it was so much fun as well. I really like Polish. I also think the people are really friendly too, so that really does encourage me to learn the language. And also I got to speak some Polish when I was in Poland. So a couple of days before our trip to Poland, I took out a Polish book from the library and I started to learn a little bit of Polish. So I learned, you know, greetings, how to order food, stuff like that. And I managed to speak some Polish when I was in Poland. So that's a little mini win for me. And I do hope that I can study Polish sometime in the future. And to visit Poland. So this is my language review for 2023. As you can see that I did achieve some goals. I didn't achieve all my goals, but the most important thing is that I had fun in 2023. I didn't try to push myself too hard with language learning. So I know that I'm in a privileged position where languages is a hobby for me. Yeah, and the most important thing for me was not to be so hard on myself, because usually I'm extremely hard on myself, and when I don't achieve a goal, I'll usually, I don't know, beat myself up about it and feel really sad about it and feel like a failure. But this year, it has definitely been better. Yes, so in general, I'm extremely proud of what I achieved in 2023, and I look forward to learning more languages in 2024. I will be filming a 2024 language video soon, so let me know in the comments below how your 2023 was in terms of language learning. Right, I will go now and finish my cup of tea. So, see you guys. Bye bye.